So we're standing in South Park, Charlotte right now in front of the Copper Builders model home. This thing is unreal. Chances are if you've driven down Fairview Road, you've seen this model home and you've seen all of the houses that they've built down the street here. Stefan with Copper is going to actually take us through this model home and talk to us all about what Copper can do for you. So let's go check it out. What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Great to see you. How's it going?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man.
So I'm standing here in the Copper Builders model townhome with my good friend Stefan, and he is going to show us what, I couldn't even tell you what this house costs, and some of you might not even want to know, but he's going to walk us through what a custom home build can really look like and what this model home looks like. So why don't you just introduce yourself real quick?
Yeah, my name is Stefan Nemmens. I'm the sales manager here in Charlotte for Copper Builders. And we are in South Park here, which is one of the most beautiful areas of Charlotte. And this is our model home and design center. So for us, this is home for us. We have offices here. We have a design center here. For our clients, though, this is where they really come to really take their house from design to finished product in terms of picking everything, getting idea for spaces. So this is really where their dreams kind of come to life.
I'll tell you, my dreams will come to life with that wine fridge right there, or that wine cellar.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
So this is...
I noticed that as soon as we walked in.
This is kind of the showstopper here. We had Sightline, which is a local custom door company, match these doors and windows to the front door as well. So when you come in here, it really all ties together.
Yeah,
so you've got...
It's a little too early for one of these, but...
Is it? So you've got white oak cabinetry in here. This is all custom design. You've got a really beautiful Thermador wine fridge. And then over on this side, we did a quartzite that matches our kitchen, like this leathered quartzite. It's leathered. It's got that nice texture. And as you can see, this is not a huge space, but it's open. It's really well done. There's a ton of storage. And it kind of gives you all the working space you need, plus it's just a showstopper.
Yeah.
Like people walk in the door and it's like, hey, let's go check this out.
Yeah.
It's not huge, but I'll take it.
Right?
Yeah.
And where it's located, it really ties together the open living concept of this house. So in general, this house is about 4,400 square feet. It's 4 bedrooms. And so this space here, what we did is we lifted the ceilings to 11 feet. And we tied in the white oak beams, with the white oak cabinets. And that allowed us to put this incredible 18 by 10 accordion door out here.
So that door's 10 feet tall.
Yeah, it is. So when you raise the ceilings up, that's what's going to give you that grand feeling.
Yeah.
Right. If you just look at the space, it's not a massive space. It's definitely ample, but it just makes it feel so much bigger than it is.
When I feel like a lot of people too now are going away from just having the biggest amount of space, and it's more about having efficient space. And it's funny how you bring the ceiling up 1 foot and it feels a lot bigger in here without adding square footage.
It's true. You not only get the door, but if you look now, these windows in this whole dining space, they can become taller, and then we can add those transoms above. And natural light, man, that's just, you can't replace it. And that's just one of those things, the more you have, the better it feels.
Yeah, and it's funny because even having the darker cabinets, like it's still so bright in here.
Oh, it is. And so if we check out how this was designed, so we dropped the soffit in around this dining and kitchen area.
Okay.
So what that allowed us to do is have a 10-foot cabinet height, not have to take the cabinets to the ceiling. 11-foot
so
you can't reach them anyway, but it's beautiful, right? So, and then it allowed us to lay these beams in here and have a termination point for them.
Yeah.
So
they don't just go all the way through.
Yes, exactly right. It defines the spaces, it adds some character, but you still have the volume kind of through the center here. So it was really thoughtfully done.
And this is the same kind of countertop?
Yeah, this is leathered quartzite with a mitered edge here, which gives you that kind of thick slab appearance.
So if you see this sometimes, it's not always that thick of a slab?
No, so if you put your hand under here, this wraps underneath.
Oh yeah.
So what they do is they're gonna cut this at a 45-degree angle and basically glue it together. And then underneath here, there's like a plywood buildup to give you clearance to sit under,
that.
right?
Huh.
But it gives you the appearance of that very, obviously if you sat that very thick slab on here, you couldn't even probably get it in the door.
That's true,
But,
and it's so heavy.
yeah, so it gives you the look. And this is very durable. So you can do this without having to worry about it, you know, falling apart or anything like that. It'll last.
That's cool. I feel like you start seeing that a little more in some of the higher end homes.
Yeah.
I like the leather texture is really cool.
It is. So these slabs, you know, you'll go, when you get into customizations like this, we want you to go pick these slabs out at some of the stone yards in Charlotte here. And if
So you send the buyer
Yeah.
to the stone yard.
Yeah. So when you're picking, real quartzite, you want to pick your slab because they're all different. If you're picking a quartz, like Cambria or another product like that, they're all the same because they're man-made.
Sure.
Which is kind of confusing because you think quartz would be the real product, but it's actually the man-made product. Quartzite.
But it's cool, so like you can go and actually pick the slab, so you make sure like the veins are going the way that you want them to, and it kind of hits with the sink well. And I really like, one of my favorite things is when people take the countertop and then just use the countertop as a backsplash.
Oh, we love it too, man.
It's the cleanest, like it's such a clean look.
These are really thoughtfully done. So the knurling on here matches the knurling on this faucet.
That's cool.
Here, so that all ties together.
And they feel good, and they look good. Oh, there's all the coffee.
Yeah. So yeah, we did a built-in coffee maker here. We're doing a lot of those lately.
Have you noticed that become more popular?
We do, yeah. And we're starting to hide microwaves a lot.
Interesting.
If you notice, you don't see the microwave out here.
Right, yeah, I don't.
People are really wanting them put away. So in this house, you know, the microwave is such a little thing, but in here we've hid it in this basically pantry cabinet. So the microwave drawers can be kind of tough to use sometimes, especially if you have kids.
Yeah.
So we're doing a lot of these either in a cabinet like this, or we're doing them in like a working pantry.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah.
pretty. That's
So
pretty
that way it's
popular
not
right
like
now.
in the kitchen.
Yeah. So next to it are panel ready Thermador 3030 fridge freezer. So you've got the fridge
huge.
on this side, and you've got the freezer on that side. So you can do the panel ready Thermador. You can do it in Sub-Zero. There's a few other brands where you can do it as well.
I'm guessing this is probably the coolest part in the kitchen right now.
It's my favorite. I mean, I use it like every day. But it, you know, it has a really high-end look. It's super functional. You know, these put out great coffee. If you like coffee, it'll make you espresso. It'll make you, you know, lattes. It'll make whatever you want. And then, you know, when we design these, it just gives you a ton of storage. Here, you can put these pull-out drawers in here. So you kind of keep everything right here when you're here in the morning.
Yeah.
And it just makes it really functional.
Yeah, it's cool because it's like all your coffee stuff can be right here. You can put your mugs, you can probably even put them in there. And then you still have a huge pantry.
Yeah, so pantry space, there's a lot of ways to build these out. This is like a kind of a pre-finished product. We also do site built. You know, and we're getting into a time where we're doing a lot of sculleries and working pantries.
Oh yeah.
So we're putting in, you know, cabinetry, countertops, second fridges, sinks, that kind of thing. That's getting really popular.
I can imagine.
The powder room here. So powder rooms, we're doing a lot of really nice powder rooms with furniture style cabinets, vessel sinks. This has the wall mounted faucets and fixtures.
That's pretty nice. And again, same countertop.
Same countertop. These are cool places to do funky designs. So you can see we did some wallpaper on the ceiling.
Yeah, that'd be a little much in like the living room, but in here you can do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's a fun space where guests are, you know, they're gonna be in that space. So
yeah, you've got a huge drop zone.
So there's a couple ways to do these drop zones. So in the model, we tried to show a few different things, a few different price points even. So this is what we would call field built right here. So this is an MDF. It's got a wood facing on it.
Okay.
We paint it. You can do cubbies, you can do hooks, you can do things like that. Now when you get, if you want to kind of go even a step further, where everyone wants lockers these days. So when you do lockers, you're going to do lockers out of cabinetry. So that's going to give you, you know, more of that cabinet look with the doors and things like that.
That way it's like hidden.
Yeah, it's all hidden. So, you know, we have a lot of, you know, parents who have kids with sports gear and book bags and stuff. And you just want to close that locker.
Yeah.
So we do a lot of those. And then right here, you know, the laundry in this plan is right off the mudroom.
Okay.
Which is, it's kind of hidden away, but it's also kind of in the same space. If you got dirty things that kind of need to go right in here.
Yeah, because that's the kind of thing I always point out to buyers when I see is And you'll notice that from the garage door into laundry, it's all tile. So if you have something that's a mess that's outside, you can drag it in. Even if it makes a mess here, it's fine because it's not on your hardwood.
Yep, exactly right. It's a great point.
And I'm assuming the primary is on this floor.
Yeah, the primary is on this floor. Most of the time, there is some kind of laundry on the level where the primary is.
Yeah.
So we have everything from full-size laundry rooms to closet stackables to kind of utility spaces.
Let's go show the primary.
Yeah, let's go check it out. So on the way there, let's hit this great room. We can't not hit the great room. So there's some fantastic stuff in here. So we carried the beams through here as well.
And this is 11 foot, right?
Yeah, this is 11 foot. And then you've got over here, we carried this, white oak to match the kitchen, but we tied in these arches here. So this is just a simple kind of drywall wrap arch. There's no crown molding in this house. If you look, it's a little more on the modern side, so we kind of kept that here with this arch. We did a wallpaper treatment behind it, which really kind of ties it all together.
Cool.
Now this is one of my favorite things in the house.
This thing is nice.
This is cool. So this is granite. We picked this slab out, and you can see the mitered edge wrap on the side as well, and it carries it all the way up.
And did you book matched it? I mean, this thing is sweet.
Yep, it's exactly what we did. And then this is a gas linear fireplace. This is 60 inches. So these come in a variety of sizes.
Okay.
So no matter the width of your great room, you can match the width of the fireplace to kind of match that. So we do a lot of the linears. We still do a lot of the traditionals. That's kind of a personal preference for buyers.
It is cool, and it's nice because it's clean, and it kind of plays into that modern twist here.
Yeah, that's what this house leans to, that modern side. And like you said, this kind of ties right into it.
But if someone wanted to go like super traditional, that's
I
possible.
mean, probably half the homes we do are, traditional fireplaces with crown molding and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Yeah, this is
so we can build or tailor the design and details of the home to whatever our clients want.
Okay. Yeah, and I like the fact that you have these accordion doors where you can leave them open, you can stand outside, or you can get any kind of screen, and then you have like the indoor-outdoor living. And I'd mentioned,
great point,
before we were filming, that one of my favorite parts about these accordion doors is the fact that you can actually use this. If it was unlocked, you could use this as a normal door instead of having sliders, which just for day-to-day use is so nice. You want to run outside real quick, you just use that versus having to slide these 10-foot doors.
And these are customizable. So you can kind of lay out the panels, you can lay out where the door goes. Now the thing about these doors is we usually try to make sure they stack out. And that's really how they're designed, is to stack out.
Yeah.
So you want to leave yourself kind of a nook like this to stack this door in. This might seem like it might seem like a useless nook, but it's made for this door to stack in here.
That's smart.
So that when it's stacked, it's just tucked in there nice and neat and you don't see it.
Yeah, that's really smart.
So we'll go out there shortly and check that space out.
Cool.
So this is the primary here. This is designed with kind of a foyer concept or a large vestibule in this space. So if you kind of come around the corner here, this is just in case you can't make it to the coffee maker or the refrigerator.
Yeah, God forbid you have to like walk.
I know, it's a long walk. So we kind of stocked this out to be kind of a retreat, tucked away.
Really cool.
And it gives privacy from the main space too. Normally there'd be a door here, but in the model, of course, we take the doors off. So
doors and models.
Move around a little more freely. So this room here, this is not a massive room. This is about 16 by 15 and a half.
Okay.
But again, you've got the vaulted ceiling. We did a white oak wallpaper treatment up there, which kind of plays into the rest of the house. And then if you notice here, these windows are sitting on the ground here. Go up about 8 feet, but it gives you this kind of beautiful view out of the pool.
That's so cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So you have like a huge party and everyone can see in, but otherwise
they make curtains, man. You know.
Yeah. No, that's true. I mean, this to me is like the best way to be able to see the house that you built.
Yeah, it's true, man. And you know, when you do a design build, which we do a lot of, you know, we are taking into consideration the views out of these windows.
Yeah.
Where the pool is, how it's set up. And that's, if you want to be able to take advantage, especially like lake lots or I mean, anything like that where you have views, design build is the way to go. That way you can tailor, you know, the view from each window, where the pool sits, how that looks, everything.
Even just a heavily wooded lot, right?
Yeah.
If there's a lot of woods back here, or you're cutting a lot of trees down to build the house, it's like you want to make sure you're situated in the right way. Which it's, you know, stuff like this really makes a big difference, so that you don't just build this big, beautiful, expensive home and then you move in and you're like, I wish I would have had a better view.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, this is really cool.
So
I like how wide this is.
I know, man. Makes it feel grand. So this is, if you want to hang a right, this is it's a pretty stunning closet.
With the island in it too.
Yeah, with the island in it, super functional.
Oh yeah.
And so these closets, they can be tailored on a variety of levels. Obviously, this is more of a high-end level. It looks like a high-end shoe store you'd see in the mall or something, right? With the backlit glass.
The stores I try and avoid.
Right. But these are totally customizable.
Okay.
And so we wanted to put something pretty show-stopping in here. Anyway, everyone who walks in here is like, oh my gosh, I want that.
How many people have you had walk in here say that they want to actually end up building this?
We have a couple of them going right now.
Really?
They're like, hey, I want it. This is exactly what I want.
Yeah.
And so we love it. But, you know, we can tailor, like I said, you know, the closets, you know, some of these closets are massive. So, you know, we can build them, we can field build them. We can do, you know, modular systems, we can do custom systems. So,
yeah, this is sweet. I wouldn't complain about having a closet
no, I
like
wouldn't
this.
complain either.
I mean, all the just hidden storage and everything too, like, so smart like that.
The hidden laundry basket?
Yeah, that is so sweet. That's really smart.
All right, so into the primary bath here. So we try to show a few different things in here that are pretty cool. So you have the kind of the large mitered edge here with the bigger backsplash. It's quartz, and then we did inset in here. So if you just look throughout the model, we have, you know, fully flush inset cabinets, we have full overlay cabinets, and we have standard overlay.
Yeah.
So
is that just so people can kind of see?
So we can see, yeah. And those are all come in different price points, and so that you can see here's what this looks like.
The inset is a nice look.
It is,
just because it's like everything's flush.
It's flush. Yep, it's clean. Exactly right. This is set up with a zero entry shower. With the zero entry, you can do them in you know, a lot of bathrooms. You just got to make sure you have the space to do it. It's pretty easy to
space below.
Yeah. Well, we have to. Yeah, we've got to, you know, drop the floor under there. So it just needs to be in the engineered plans, but it's easy to execute in the field.
And zero entry, just in case people don't know, is where there's no step, right?
Yes. So people do
right
it for a variety of reasons. You know, people do it because they like the clean look. But also, if you've got someone in a wheelchair, you can wheel in. If you've got someone who has a hard time walking or is in a walker, easy to get in and out of. So there's a lot of reasons to do it. So we do a lot of homes where we're planning ahead, or maybe there's an in-law suite that, hey, we know we need a zero entry, so we can just design around that.
That's pretty cool. That's smart. I mean, it is pretty cool how easy this is.
It is. And that'll just stack right in there.
For that big of a door, it's pretty awesome how smooth it is. Yeah, I mean, it's like, could you imagine on a Sunday afternoon having anyone not the Panthers up on here?
So like in this type of situation, we'd probably fix this panel here.
Yep.
And then we would do basically an inset motorized screen where that motor sets up in that beam.
Okay.
And the tracks set inside these columns. So, you know, on a beautiful fall day, this thing can be up. But if it's midsummer afternoon in Charlotte and there's 1,000 bugs outside, you know, you want that screen down. So we've been designing these outdoor spaces with just as much thought as like the inside, because you just use it so much.
Well, and especially in Charlotte, when you could be outside all 12 months of the year.
You can.
Some days are gonna be colder, hotter than others, but like at the end of the day, like overall, like there are 12 months of the year you can hang out outside if you want, especially with that fireplace.
Yeah, there's no doubt. We do a ton of fireplaces. We do a ton of porch heaters in the ceiling too.
Yeah.
So you can really take a space like this and make it a space you can use 12 months out of the year.
I mean, this just feels huge.
Yep.
And your living room just got however much bigger because of that.
When people walk in here, like you walk in that front door, you have the doors open and you can see right out to the pool. You're just like, I'm not leaving. We're hanging out.
You don't even have to sell them.
No. So walking out to the pool here, so you know, this house is it's actually on a basement because we have our design center in the basement. But this is pretty much how you see these designed. You know, you can take this pool deck and you can have stairs. You can hold this up and have it, you know, on the same plane, pretty much. But it really depends on your lot. We were able to kind of, you know, grade out the back of the lot here, and then we did a waterfall up the side.
That's cool.
Because we had this space over here, so we kind of created this pool deck down here with the waterfall, kind of another sitting area.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool sitting areas.
Yep. So when you're designing this, I mean, the topography of the land is really what you're starting with.
Yeah.
And then we kind of design these spaces, working with the grade.
Man.
But they're just as tailored as the house.
That is pretty cool. And this has become a very popular thing, like the tanning ledge.
The tanning ledge is very popular. We do a lot of hot tubs, a lot of heated pools, that kind of thing. So when we do a design build, we integrate it and design it with the house.
Okay. Yeah, this is awesome. I mean, this is why I feel like most people, when they're building or buying homes that are of this stature, like this size, price point, everything, like they all want to have pools. They all want to be able to like have that indoor outdoor lifestyle and a pool where it's like it's 1,000 degrees out, they can just go jump in there.
The great thing about if you're doing a design build and you're doing a construction loan, we can build the pool with the house and the pool is in the construction loan.
That's nice.
Which is very different than if you have an inventory home, right? Or a resale, and then you're paying cash for the pool.
Right.
You're talking about a $100,000 pool or more.
Probably more than that now.
Right, as a minimum, then that's a big chunk, and if you can have that in your mortgage, it really helps a lot of people. Yeah,
it does make a lot of financial sense.
So we built this out really to be very functional. So we're in here every day. So if you look, we were able to kind of inset these cabinets here.
Yeah.
Which I love that look. I love when you can design a house and the cabinets look inset. We put a fireplace in here. We did a vaulted ceiling. We made it moody. I love being in here. It's one of my favorite rooms in the house.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm getting ready to redo my office, which is the bonus room at my new house. And I'm like, this is like exactly the kind of vibe that I think would be really good. And I think Joey probably would agree with me on that.
Yeah, moody with some leather. And this room's not huge. It's like 12 by 13. It's not a massive space, but it's done really well.
It's perfect for an office. You have some seating, you have the desk, and then you have the TV back here. I mean, it's sweet.
Yeah, this is the same wallpaper that's in the
living room.
The living room. We have a lot of people that come here for inspiration.
Oh, I believe that.
And that's
fine. I've got a couple listings like that where people are like, I just want to see it to get some inspiration.
We love that. That's part of what this is here for. Well, you want to head upstairs?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so upstairs here, there are 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, a really sweet bonus media room, and a Zoom room. Let me show you the Zoom room first. So basically, it's kind of the size of an oversized closet, and it's not meant to be in here working all day. But
could it almost be like a like a second laundry if you wanted?
Oh, you could take a space like this and totally put a second laundry in.
Yeah.
It could be a closet. We made it functional, where we get a lot of requests for, hey, I need somewhere where I can just jump in for 10 minutes, jump on a Zoom, that's what we call the Zoom room.
Yeah.
Take a call. We made it functional with storage. But these little spaces can be kind of whatever you want.
This also, like the type of person that this would be really good for is someone who's like working from home 1 or 2 days a week.
Right.
And it's like, if you're only working from home a couple days a week, like this is fine.
Maybe you're working from home and your kids are there.
Right.
Or, your dog's barking or your spouse is there working too.
Right.
You can just pop in an office real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, functional, right? We'll save the best for last. So come here and you can check out the bedroom. So we designed these all differently, just kind of give a different feel for each room.
I like having the ensuite in here and the huge, this closet. Whatever kid's living in this room is spoiled.
Yeah, I know. When my kids come in here, they're like, Dad, we have all this stuff. I'm like, oh.
I mean, the closet is bigger than some rooms.
It is. It's a nice size closets. I mean, you know, a lot of times we're even seeing people not even needing dressers because we do build outs in the closets. You can do drawers in the closets, that kind of thing. So another concept we see a lot. This bath here basically feeds this middle bedroom and the bonus. So we did just a different concept here where you've got floating vanity and then there's a pocket door between. So it sets up as a nice, you know, simple Jack and Jill.
That way someone can kind of use the bathroom, use the shower, and not have to worry about someone who's washing their hands or something.
Exactly right. This is just a cool room. You got to check this out.
Yeah.
We did some acoustic paneling in here.
That would be cool even in the Zoom room, the paneling like that, because it'll really make everything like not feel like it's echoing while you're in there. But to me, I mean, this is...
We do get a lot of requests for all en-suites. We could design it however you want to.
Okay.
So that's not a problem.
This is actually a huge room.
It is. It's a great size room. The other thing we did in here is we showed different level of finishes in the guest bathrooms.
Okay.
Right. So you have this is the more high end of the three here.
Yeah, I'd imagine this hardware, this kind of hardware is not cheap.
Yeah. So, you know, you might see maybe your guest bedroom is kind of on this level, right? With the guest suite, where maybe the kids' bedrooms, most people are like, they're gonna beat it up. You know what I mean? Let's not spend the money, you know? So, yeah, exactly right. And then, so let's check out the media room. A lot of people use like price per square foot, things like that.
Yeah.
Like this house with the pool is close to 1.7.
Okay.
You know, you've probably got 150 of that is the pool, right? So you're in the mid 1.5s essentially, somewhere in the high 300s.
Not including land.
Not including
right?
land. It's just the house, right? This would be like if you own the land, we were going to build this house on your lot.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, this house is kind of like you see it, somewhere in the mid upper 1.5s.
This room is sick.
Yeah, this is cool. So the way we were able to accomplish this is this area sets over the raised ceiling in the great room, right?
Yeah.
And then, so this becomes like your rec space. We got a cool bar. And then, I love this. So this steps down over the 10-foot ceiling in the primary closet and gives you this sunken movie room, like almost like you're in a different space.
It does. It feels like it's a whole different room.
Yeah. And then this is super functional, ties it together, right? It's serving, sitting, you can watch the game. So you got a couple places to watch football around here.
Yeah. Just not the Panthers.
How do you really feel about that?
I'm just glad I'm an Eagles fan.
Yes, you got it good. You're gonna have it good for a while.
We're gonna look all right this year, right? At least I hope. But
yeah,
I
think you were sandbagging.
Yeah, I told you I'm actually pretty decent at it.
Oh, you see that? Did not mean to do that.
This could be. You should start trying to negotiate with this thing up here. Give people a discount if they can beat you.
Well, they're going to get a lot of discounts. I think that's inevitable. You know, this house, it's about 4,400 square feet, right? You know, let's say, you know, right now with the finishes that are in here without the pool, you're in the mid-high 1.5s.
Okay.
Right. But you can take the same house and you can build it for closer to 300 a foot.
Okay.
You could go well over 400 a foot, right? Just depending on the finish level of the inside and the outside.
Yeah.
Right. So there's a lot to consider there, in terms of, you know, what you're building, what your finish levels are, what are your priorities.
Right.
We have some people that say, hey, I want maximum space, and I will kind of give on the finishes. We have other people that say, hey, the finishes are the most important. I'd rather have a smaller house, but it'd be nicer.
Sure.
And so understanding the priority before you even start is super helpful because we can tailor it either way.
Okay. Okay, that's good to know. And then, because like what I always try and think about is like when I'm talking to buyers, what would they want or say that they want where it triggers me to call? And it sounds like the build on your lot, like if they want a custom build, they have a decent budget and they're willing to, and they want to make a lot of change, or they want to be able to basically pick a lot of the different options.
Yeah.
Let's say someone doesn't want to though. Like, do you guys kind of have packages and whatnot if someone already owns a lot?
It's a great question. Yeah, so we can do, you know, full design custom. We can do more of a semi-custom where we kind of deliver you a package. It kind of depends on how much time you have to put into it. We'll go full design build where, you know, we're taking a plan from scratch and then we'll finish it from scratch, and that's its own process. And we have another process. We have people come to us all the time like, look, I don't have the time to do that. I want a plan that's already done.
Right.
Maybe I can tweak it. And then I want you to present me with basically a portfolio of a full design package that meets my budget. And we can do either of those scenarios, no problem.
Okay. That's good to know. And I mean, honestly, that's the kind of thing that like is just, it's different than a lot of builders, and you guys are local, which is nice, right? Because then people can come here, they can come to the design center, they can come here for inspiration, like whatever it is. And I mean, I'm inspired. I think it's pretty sweet.
Thanks, man. Let's build a house.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's find you a lot.
I appreciate you showing me around.
You got it.
And for those of you that are interested in something like this, Copper Builders, they're a phenomenal local builder. Stefan is one of the best in the business here. So be sure to reach out to them if you have any questions, or let me know if you have any questions too. So a huge thank you to Stefan Nemmens with Copper Builders, which is a local builder here in Charlotte, for showing us around their amazing model home and their design center. That way you as a buyer can understand what to expect if you're thinking about building a new construction home, or you're interested in buying or building with Copper Builders. So if you are thinking about buying in Charlotte, be sure to like and subscribe on this channel so you can be up to date with all of the new videos featuring tips, tricks, things to think about, things to know about the Charlotte real estate market. And if it's interesting to you, what are you waiting for? Let's start your Charlotte adventure today.